Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. My project today is a no-cut box for a mini liquor bottle, which is a cute thing to give out maybe to co-workers or friends around the holidays. This one is pretty easy. And I used the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set, which is a bunch of sentiments, and it is a cling, which I like, and the layering circle dies, and the Gingerbread and Peppermint designer series paper on there. Alrighty, you will need either we don't have any circle punches right now in Stampin' Up. So whatever you have, I have a 7/8 inch, a 1/2, depending on how big the bottle of your liquor bottle is. I wanted a 1/2, but I don't have it. So I have a 7/8, but a 1/2 or a 3/4 would be fine too, depending on your bottle. Alrighty, so I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. And you can purchase any of these supplies from Stampin' Up through me with the address at the top of the screen. Before I go into what you need, I just wanted to say a very heartfelt thank you to Deborah, who donated a generous amount to my blog. I have a little button over there that you can hit. She thanked me for my designs, and she donated some money to help me out, and I really appreciate that, Deborah. I just wanted to give a shout out to you. Okay, for this project we need some basic white for stamping. We need a piece of shaded spruce cardstock that is 11 by 1 3/4, so you can get a bunch of these out of one sheet of cardstock. Probably 4. It's 8 1/2, so at least 4, maybe 5 of them. Okay, of the gingerbread and peppermint paper, we needed 3 pieces. 2 that are 4 3/4 by 1 1/2, 1 that is 2 1/2 by 1 1/2, and 1 that is 1 1/4 by 1 1/2. All right, we need from the layering circle dies a circle that measures about 1 5/8, and then the out of basic white, and then the scallop that matches it a little bit bigger out of shaded spruce. Alrighty. Okay, so let me get my Simply Scored, and it's relatively easy. You don't have to do any cutting, but cutting is really not that hard either. If you want to check out some of my, if you're new here, if you want to check out some of my other tutorials, it's really not too difficult to do some boxes that have some cuts in them. Okay, so we're going to only score on the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 2, 4 3/4, and 6 1/4. And that's it. Okay, then I'm just going to fold and burnish everything. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. And this is how your box is going to go. It's going to go just like that. Alright, well, we're going to fold these down, and then that puts this 1/2 inch piece in the perfect position to make it nice and straight. Alrighty, so let's first put our pieces of DSP on before we do any punching or anything. So the 2 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 1 1/2 go on this longest piece, and we're just going to worry about the sides having 1/8 of an inch. Okay, we don't have to worry about the top and the bottom. We're going to make that flush to the score lines and the cut. Okay, so there's one going to go on the inside of our box and one on the back. I'm just going to put them on with liquid glue. So I'm going to bring it right to that score line and just leave the two borders even. That's all. Okay. Then we're going to turn it over and put it on the back also. Alrighty. Let that dry for a minute. And this piece up here that's close to the 1/2 inch skinny-ish piece right here, skinny rectangle, this piece is going to go right here. And there is an 1/8 of an inch border all around this one. Okay. It gets a little bit, it looks a little different because of the score lines on this part and this part, but that's fine. All right, and then this piece was 1 1/4 by 1 1/2, and then the 2 1/2 by 1 1/2 piece we're going to put right here. The only one that doesn't get any is the very bottom of the box. Okay. Just make sure that when you're gluing them on, except for this that has it on both sides, that you're gluing it on the side that's going to be on the outside. Okay. Alrighty, first we're going to do the hole for our liquor bottle. And how I do this is I just draw a dot where I guesstimate the middle is of my whole square. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to put my punch in there and just punch it out. Oops, this one got a little messy on the edge, but we can just curl that under. Okay, so that's that. Now we have to punch the top of this, and I'm using the Delightful tag top punch. I'm going to stick it in underneath, and I'm just going to make sure that it's even on both sides. Oops. Okay, and there is our top, if you can see that. Okay. Alright, so now we're ready to glue. So we're going to put some glue on the skinny rectangle that's at this end. Okay. And I'm going to put it on there. Just make sure you get good coverage. And then we're going to leave this one straight and the bottom straight. Okay, just leave that there, and then bend at this piece here, and then it'll be right in the exact spot where you need it. Just make sure that it's even on both sides and just press it on. Okay, so it'll be just like that. Alrighty, so you could even fold these flat for storage if you want to make them ahead of time, and then you can just put them in a box or wherever you like, but they won't take up a lot of room before Christmas if you're going to do a bunch. Alright, so that's how our box will stay. Alright, now we need some glue dots. Alrighty, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on the bottom of my bottle on the edges, just to keep it in there securely. I'm just going to put one on one side. Doesn't matter, any side, because this is the to put it in here wouldn't work. I'm sorry, I'm out of the frame. I put one on the edge. I'm not going to put it here because it goes up and it won't grab it. So I'm going to put it on either side. You could put 4 if you want, but it really is not necessary. They hold pretty well. All right, so then you pop up your box. You're going to stick the neck of the bottle in, and then you're just going to stick your glue dots. Just make sure that it's relatively in the middle and just press down. Now we can put one on the back also once it's in there. Right on the back of the bottle, and then just press this, and then it'll stay in there very nicely. Alrighty. Okay, so that's the box part. Well, not too hard at all. Just folding is all it is, and a few punches. Alright, now we need our circle. That is, again, from the Layering Circle dies, and it is about 1 5/8. And I'm going to use Real Red ink and the 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly stamp from Holly Jolly Wishes. And this is in the mini catalog that just went live last week. I'm just going to stamp that. Good. Now you could always stamp it and cut it with the die afterwards. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some liquid glue on the back of the sentiment and pop it right on top of our shaded spruce scallop circle. And then I'm going to get 2 dimensionals. And I'm just going to put them on there. And I'm just going to center it right here on the box. Okay, now for our embellishments. I'm going to tie some sheer Real Red ribbon around the neck of the bottle and tie a bow. You could also just stick a bow on with a glue dot if you didn't want to tie it around. That would save you a bit of ribbon. Only an inch or 2 though, because it's not that big of a bottleneck. Okay, then I'm using from the Simply Elegant trim some of the silver cord trim, I guess. Now for this, you could hang this on a tree if you wanted to, or on someone's door, or it's just a decoration because I really needed something to go in to the hole up there, and I didn't want to tie the bow up there. So I'm using about, I'd say 13 inches, and I'm just folding it in half and sticking it through the hole, then opening up the loop and pulling the loose pieces through, and there's your hanger. Okay, and now for the final touch, I'm using the matte decorative dots and my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put 3 of these, whoops, I'll put the biggest one in the biggest space, so there, and then over there, and then one right up there. And that's it. This would be so easy to mass produce. I think the little mini liquor bottles are usually anywhere, depends on what they are, what's in them, anywhere from $1 to $2. So you could make a bunch. You could get 4 out of each piece of cardstock. So the most money you're spending is really the ribbon and the liquor bottle. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate everyone watching and subscribing to my channel. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.